JK Games, the game podcast where we bring you the gaming news and reviews we care about.
And this season, we're playing through one game at a time with our official video game book club.
Ooh, you held it so long. Whether you're the type to 100% every side quest,
or you're just here for the vibes and the story.
easy mode, expert, we don't care. You belong in this conversation. We're glad you're here.
We are glad you're here. Grab your snacks, grab your tea. Let's break it down one level at a time.
Or coffee. I have coffee right now because, you know, Kayla, sorry, I feel like a light just went off somewhere in the house. I just stayed up too late last night, playing a lot of Destiny 2. Multiple nights. It's not just last night. It was a few nights, but last night was the latest night for me.
Which is wild. And guys, if anyone was there for her stream, it truly is like a level of gaming that I can't comprehend. I have not gamed like that in so long. Like the last game, this is going to sound bad. The last game I stayed up overnight for was Pal World. I was super into Pal World. Exposing myself. Jerica, what time did you go to sleep?
I finally went to sleep at 2 or 3 a.m. 2:30ish maybe. But I don't know what time we were done. It takes me time to wind down, even if I'm tired.
Amazing.
Have you ever been too tired to go to sleep?
Yes, absolutely I have. Yeah, it's like
that was me last night.
And it's like when you close your eyes and the back of your eyelids hurt when you close your eyes.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that? Yeah. I think that most of your squad mates are here in the chat actually representing this evening.
We got, I know, Campos.
Yeah, he was in here.
Yeah.
Chad was in here with the pod, the affable, you know?
We're called the Dolly Parton babies, if you want to get our name right, Kayla.
Oh, so sorry. The Dolly Parton babies were in the chat.
Dolly Parton babies. We destroyed an angel last night inside of one of the 9. That's all you need to know.
Jerica will be going over more details because I want to hear them.
But if you are new and this is your first episode, you're like, what the hell did I walk into? Or what am I listening to? Well, this is a video game podcast / video game book club / hey, we like to just talk about games and sometimes talk about how our eyes hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm Jerica, one of the hosts here.
I'm Kayla. I'm your other host, and we're happy to have you here, whether you're here live, whether you're listening after the fact on any podcast platform or YouTube. Whatever way you are participating, like Jerica said, we are happy to have you. And go ahead and check out our website. You can go to jkgamespodcast.com if you're watching visually right now. Jerica and I are both wearing our merch, which you can get if you would like to get it on our website, jkgamepodcast.com. You can also find all the links to our socials where you can follow us. And you can also be a part of our Discord where we talk about the video game book club that Jerica talked about. Today, we're starting a new video game book club. Jerica, what are we playing?
Wrong side. The Tiny Bookshop.
Tiny Bookshop. Yes. And every single time I say it, I kind of forget how to say it. I don't know. The words,
I keep adding
the jumble
to it. I'm one of those that let's go to the Arby's. Let's go
the Arby's,
the Taco Bell. Let's play the Tiny Bookshop. It's just Tiny Bookshop, not the.
Yes, that's correct. And we still, we very recently we wrapped up Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We did that. Yes, Jerica.
And apparently, I'm missing out. And everyone from the Discord's like, hold your horses.
Hold on.
No pun intended. You aren't playing this game right still. Not they didn't actually say that, but they're like, there's things I need to do before I just jump into the end game. And there's things we don't know yet that are pretty big reveals that we didn't touch on. So for both of us, what I'm going to do is stream playing the indie. I'm going to go get all the dragon tears. I think I have 1 or 2, which probably will give me some context into getting the master sword out of the dragon's head, which, by the way, I saw the dragon tear. That gave me more context to that. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
So I am excited to officially wrap that up. I hope to play. That will happen sometime this week before Sunday. I just don't know which night yet. I'm trying to figure out when and where that's going to happen, but I will share that on socials and in the Discord so you can watch me react to the official ending of Tears in the Kingdom.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Jerica has been streaming a lot, so definitely go check out our Twitch, JK Games Podcast. And while we have concluded the discussion about Tears of the Kingdom officially, like Jerica said, she's going to play through the ending, and you can always access like our backlog of the discussion in the Discord. We have a different channel. We're still doing some rearranging on what it looks like in the Discord, but you will still be able to find the discussion around what we're talking through. Just go to the Discord, go to the JK Games section, and you'll see them in there. Super easy. You'll get there eventually. But as far as tonight goes, tonight's going to be more casual. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your whatever adult beverage if you choose to have one.
I've seen it. Okay, you're about to get into it. We have a little surprise that's for us.
Yes!
I'll let you tell us about what it is, but there's a surprise that I haven't clicked on. It's a video of something. It's something that Josh has produced for us. I believe it's a game. I just told you, like, I'll let you introduce it, but I just keep sharing more about it. So you might need a diaper. I don't know. I feel like whatever I'm about to see is going to make me just like pee myself because it's going to be so funny, or poop my pants.
Yeah.
Which would be great because I haven't pooped in like days because I've been playing some Destiny. I'm constipated.
Oh my God. This is a side tangent, but again, today it's kind of a loosey-goosey episode, So
it is. Little heads up.
Yes,
I don't know where it's going to go.
Because even though this is a shorter game, so obviously like our first game, Tears of the Kingdom, a massive game, 6-part series. Tiny Bookshop's only gonna be 2. So tonight we're just going over our first impressions of the game. Before that's gonna be towards the end of the show. So if you're listening and you're like, I don't care about Tiny Bookshop, don't worry, there's other things happening. We're going to talk about what we've been playing. We're going to go over some new additions to our backlog of Doom. There's a couple new things both of us have to add. While we're talking about new games, we're also going to be discussing a little bit about Gamescom, which is tomorrow if you're listening live, or today if you're listening after the fact. And we're going to give our last minute like predictions. We're going to go over some of the things we know are going to be there. And then towards the end, we're going to do first impressions, kind of like wrap up of Tiny Bookshop. But yeah, definitely stay tuned. And again, like, who knows what's going to happen because me and Jerica both don't know what this game is. Dan Gacho said, literally every new release is in my backlog of Doom. Colma said, backlog of Doom. Let's fucking go. Yes. It's not going to be traditional, like, full backlog where we go over every single thing we've added last time. But we're doing a little, like, mini version that we're going to walk you guys through. So be ready for sure. And yeah, you guys know we've talked about this before, but if you're new for the first time, we have a whole network called Drop In, Drop Out. It has its own podcast, which we do on Thursdays. Jerica and I will both be on this Thursday's episode
it's
discussing.
Been weeks. Yeah, I feel like we've been on there together.
We haven't.
So what I was saying is there's like it's not just me and you. There's a few others, but I feel like I don't know. Has it been a while? Like, I feel like it has been weeks since we've been on that together.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Since our first.
I don't know.
Yes, it has. I think so. Because I was on last week and you were on this week. But there's a rotation of 7 of us. This week it will be myself, Jerica, Jordan, Cognitive Clips in the chat, Patrick P. Swishy producing, and I think Jake Twitchin as well. We'll all be there this Thursday talking about Sword of the Sea.
Yeah,
which I'm very excited to play.
Can't wait to dive into that game.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and I say, Jerica, let's tear the Band-Aid off. Let's get this game going. And let's, apologize if the timing's kind of weird. Jerica and I are trying to make sure we see it at the same time here. So
so let me transition over to the scene.
Yeah. And guys, this is meant to play along with us. Chat, we want you engaged. Be ready.
Yeah, apparently it's for all of us. Josh was like, I will be missing the show. Let me figure out a way to still interact and test your brains, because Josh is trying to make me smarter every day. He always finds a way to educate me, which is not too hard, to be honest. But me and Kayla are going to hit play at the same time, so we should be in sync with all of you too. So
yes,
I'm going to count us down, Kayla, so you hit play. And then we should have audio.
Really quick.
Oh wait, there's gonna be I know. Is there a duplicate or
slightly
they're hearing you
duolocated?
twice? Apologize. I'm gonna fix it.
Okay, great, perfect. I'll
Let
stall
me
them.
move. So they also don't hear you. Let me move this to another channel. I forgot that your mic is in that channel, and so is the video.
Apparently, it's fixed. Great job, Jerica.
Well, it's paused. It's muted, so it is. That's an easy fix. Hold on.
Just kidding. So sorry.
I gotta move that to another. Boop. Where'd it go?
W. Jerica, Dan Good Show, incredible. She truly is the best.
Chrome. I'm gonna say Chrome is in music. That still won't work. Still, oh, that sucks. I'm gonna. Okay, I have an idea. It's gonna work. I'm just gonna mute you here, and we're just gonna hear you through the desktop for just a few moments. Say something, Kayla. Okay. Yep. Well, it's because the video is going to come through the browser feed, and that's how our video ninja works for us. So I had to figure that out. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Burr, burr, burr. Hello, welcome to my tiny bookshop.
Jesus Christ.
Actually just sold out of books. I know it's a bookstore without books, but how about we play a little game instead? I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of birds around town, and if you give them a little poke,
Shut up.
they make weird noises. So the other day when I was setting up my shop, I found these 3 birds that made 3 different noises. So I'm going to show you little songs that I made using the birds, and you'll have 10 seconds to guess the song. Here's the first one.
Chat?
That's a Zelda song. Right?
I don't know. I wish we could replay it. Oh my god, I don't know. I have so much fun.
Chat, what is that? Ocarina.
Ocarina!
I was like, I was close. The Zelda song.
If you guessed Zelda's Lullaby from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on N64, you are correct.
Dan Good Show, you get that one. That one was yours. Coal Mines.
W. Yep, perfect.
What?
All right, here's the next one.
I would have never guessed. I don't know that
I have
one.
no idea. That one's tough. That one's tough. Girl from What is that?
What?
Is that real?
If
Girl?
you guessed the 1965 Grammy Award-winning song "The Girl from Ipanema," you'd be correct.
What the fuck, Cog? How do you know that? What? Is that for just a really popular song, or am I just like... That seems very obscure.
They're obscure mentioned.
All right, let's see what else these little birdies can do.
I bet that's gonna be one.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Josh, you made these so hard.
Yeah, that last
Cog
song,
get
like, what
this?
the hell? I don't know. Why am I getting so bright?
I feel like Jordan's been fed information.
Yeah, that was very
You
specific.
guessed the 2012 hit song "Call Me Maybe" by Carly Rae Jepsen. You're correct.
God bless America. This is gonna... I'm gonna see this tonight in my dreams.
One more. Dan Good shows.
All right, let's do one more. And here's a hint for you. It's from a video game.
Oh, great. Is it Mario? Is it something Mario?
Pigeon sounds all sound the same to me.
Wow.
I don't care how
this
much
is
they're
tough.
chirping.
I'm glad that chat's got like getting them because that one.
Yeah.
Anybody?
If you guessed BB's theme from Death Stranding by Hideo Kojima, that's incorrect. We're looking for Epona's theme from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time
Of course,
on
you put
Nintendo
a
64.
horse song in here.
I mean, that sounded pretty close. Yeah.
I hate that song.
Why did it sound like BB's theme? No.
He's probably just
Well,
hoping
that's it for me. Thanks for stopping by, even though I ran out of books. I got to go restock, so I'll see everyone later. Jerica, Kayla, have a good rest of your show.
Wow.
I really wanted to see the beginning of that again. I love his little car sound.
Wow. The dedication. The absolute dedication. Chat, thank you for participating because we absolutely had nothing to offer except the first one. Jerica got the first one, I think. Right, Jerica? I think you did.
I mean, I technically sort of got it, but Coal Mines and Dan Good Show definitely stole the thunder and had it very specific what it was, like from the game.
Yeah.
And name and song. I was just like, that's from Zelda.
Yeah. I think the biggest W of the night is Cognitive Clips getting that obscure like 1925 song.
Yeah, someone's getting paid under the table for that one because that was a weird. I don't know if that's like some kind of subliminal messaging, like from one of them.
That was amazing, and I think this is a perfect segue for you to talk about. Let's start our easy mode officially. Let's start it officially, and I would love to hear more about your experience with Destiny, and anything else you've been playing that you want to talk about. So take it away. The floor is yours, Jerica.
I can't add to if you're here for like the latest and greatest Destiny information. I am not your gal. I don't think I ever have been. Like,
I don't know.
As far as,
I
like,
feel educated.
I can at least. I'm a good person to ask. Maybe not so much this year, but like every year before now. Hey, should I jump in and play Destiny? And my answer's always been like, yes, but here's some things you should know. Yep. So I finally feel like I'm not someone that's asking that. Like, should I jump in? But I am so removed from it, I guess months removed from it now, and I haven't taken that long of a break ever. Like, it's been years since I've taken a break like that.
Yeah.
And it is the hardest thing to get back into. And not that it's challenging. And I've talked about this on some other content somewhere, but like they've redone like everything there has to do with how you create builds for your character and what kind of, so whether you're a hunter, titan, or a warlock, you can have specific builds that do specific things, you know, sort of like World of Warcraft, if you know are familiar with that game.
Like
you're like,
kit.
you got your healers, you got your tanks, you know, and then even like Overwatch, Kayla, like everyone's got a specific set of skills. And your character can sort of go back and forth between different types of skills, depending on what you're needing to bring to the raid or the activity you're doing. Mm-hmm. So like I used to have like 7 pretty standard builds for my hunter, depending on what kind of situation I needed to be in.
Yeah.
And every one of those things is they've redone the game and all the stats for your character where I don't know what makes sense. I don't even know, do I need well, it's not even called resilience anymore. They simplified it. I think it's just like melee or something. Like, and which I can appreciate simplifying, like resilience versus melee, like whatever. But I don't know if that's important anymore for a hunter. Like, I don't know what's important for my hunter anymore. And like all my gear and all my builds basically don't matter. And it is a little overwhelming because like we did the raid and I'm just like, just looking at builds and I'm like, oh God, equip this. I don't know how it works, or will it work out for me? All my gear sucks because I haven't been playing. And then, I don't know. But it seems like it didn't change too much because we were able to do the raid. And
the grind don't stop, you know? And the rest of your group, have they also taken a break, or did they also did they keep up with it? And so were they able to help you like advice wise?
I feel like Chad hops on there occasionally like stays up to date. I mean,
Yeah.
he was on a little bit more frequently than we were, and then no, like two others are probably. I guess the rest of the group, sort of like me and Audrey, like we just took a few months away and coming back into it for the expansion. Now, I feel like Dallas hasn't played in like 2 years, but that's definitely not the case because he did the last raid with us too. But, you know, he got like really invested with the new expansion and like played through it like super fast and was like, had some of the best stats out of all of us. And that hasn't happened. So that was pretty entertaining. Just like someone that's usually not the first to finish stuff was like really invested from the get-go.
Nice.
But yeah, the story is interesting, but my little critique from the raid, I have a few critiques, and don't worry, it's not because like there's math and balls in the raid, which there were a lot of balls again in this raid. But I played the main story in Edge of Fate, and usually the raid has something that sort of not concludes that story, but like builds on top of it. Like you're gonna go, it's like it's an extra episode of the main story. And I don't know if it's just me not paying attention. Could definitely be that, and not reading between the lines, reading the lore. But I'm like, why are we here? Why are we inside this being? And why is there a biblically accurate angel at the end and we're fighting it? Like, why? What did we do? We killed it. Was it a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. And I usually have some kind of like passion about the raid and a story from the stories, like a story standpoint, but I really don't know what we were doing and why.
That's interesting, especially like as someone who has been so long like committed to the story and like committed to the game. Because I definitely like if you're listening and you're not sure about my history, I have no history. All I know is like from I played the game in the very beginning, like when it launched, and like I've done some Crucible stuff like back in the day, but never have I ever been like super invested in it. All I know is from Jerica herself. So that's saying something if you didn't know what's going on.
Yeah,
but you did it though.
It's partially like probably some of my fault too, because I'm just like not playing like as much, so maybe that's the case. But I feel like the story was good. It was interesting. I like they took a different direction I would never expect, which I'm excited to see how that plays out. But like the way they wrapped it up was just sort of it's not confusing, but just like, whoa, there's too many things happening. I don't know anyone's names. There's this lady named Dean Rebecca in this futuristic society that's we're just sort of jumping into, and they're like, help us fight. I'm like, okay. And then there's like these magical beings I've been talking about the whole game, the 9.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's happening. And the raid felt very soulless because of that. And
interesting.
I don't know.
I wonder, like, is it possible that maybe they're setting something up for like a spinoff of some sort? Like, if it's that, like, is it a different game? Like, because it sounds to me like what you're describing is like very different than what you guys are like used to, maybe. And so, what if they're like trying to set things up for something else? Who knows?
I just think I don't have an answer for them.
Yeah,
I know day one of this expansion and people showing up wasn't as big as they've had in the past. I definitely think there wasn't as many folks here to play Edge of Fate as we normally have. Definitely compared to like the Final Shape, which was, you know, a bit last hoorah for Destiny 2, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I thought it was finished.
I just really think like I don't know. I don't have an answer because I don't want them to move to a new game, Kayla, because I've gotten so much invested in this. Like at this point, you got things you've bought real money on. Like things.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's interesting what they'll end up wanting. I do think they needed more of a break.
Yeah.
Just the fact that I feel like I just finished Destiny, even though it's been months and now I'm back in it and I'm even more confused. I need a little bit more time away from it, I think, or at least before there's a new raid. That's always been the struggle with Destiny. Because you hop
Yeah.
back in and then you do everything, and then you're bored, and then you're like, this sucks. There's not enough content. But then you're like me, and you're like, oh my God, there's too much. Can we just like get some breathing room?
Yeah,
Like,
just some like regular games, just like playing.
I don't know the answer for it, but like if they're gonna come back and make like big changes, hopefully at these changes that we are seeing are laying the groundwork for whatever Destiny can turn into. Maybe that's it, but I don't know. I feel like we needed a longer break before I don't know, maybe there are bigger changes, but they need to have something huge that doesn't piss everyone off happen at some point in the future.
I mean, and also like I would imagine I would hope that they would do some sort of like transfer of goods in a way. Like have your like stuff that you've bought and like things that you've invested. Because like for example, with Overwatch, they did technically have a new game. I mean, quotes, very heavy quotes around that. But like it was a new game, but you were able to transfer like your BattleNet like account and use it to sign into the new game, and you still had all of your things that you bought, like your skins and your
so
like
they transferred
status.
into the new game those things.
Okay, yeah. So maybe they would do something similar to that, like with Destiny. I would imagine because there's so many people that have done so much with it. But I'm glad that you guys finished it. But
it was fun.
Yeah,
like obviously I still do it just because like I like playing with them so much. It's fun. It's always entertaining. And they're hard. Like this raid was not easy. I
watched some
know
of it.
how the hell anyone figured it out, like in contest mode. It was hard as it is. I don't know how anybody figured that out. Now that I've played it, I want to go and like watch
people play it for the
like
first
whenever
time.
a new raid comes out, like so many teams are like streaming it, trying to be world's first in contest mode, which was a whole different. That was way the difficulty set much higher than what we played on, and I'm just curious to see how people. I mean, people did say that Bungie might have went too far with it. That's what I've heard. But now I want to watch these people play it because now I've beaten it. I didn't want to get too spoiled on some things. So but
which is fair.
To go back and watch.
Is there anything else you've been playing that you wanted to talk about or discuss? I know we're obviously going to talk about Tiny Bookshop later, but is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I'll leave it at that. It's pretty much, if I'm doing Destiny, it's all I have time for.
Which is fair.
Especially if you're raiding.
I have not been playing much personally besides Tiny Bookshop. I did pick up Journey, which we'll talk more about on our like drop in drop out episode on Thursday, because we're trying to cover more of the games made by that game company. And I forget what's the other developer's name.
So like Giant Squid is what
Giant Squid.
I feel like a lot of people from that team, the creative vision behind those games, like someone, I don't know the exact details, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
You know, and we're going to talk about that on Thursday, so I won't dive too much into it. But
similar hands have been in them.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the vibe so far. Definitely very chill. Then I did also jump into the new Fortnite season. It's really fun, except there's a lot of bugs. Jerica played some with me too. A lot of bugs jumping around.
Is it like real insects? I was like, is it buggy?
No. Remember all the jumping around like bugs we had to shoot in Fortnite?
Yeah, that was not fun. I was like, this isn't Destiny. What? Why do we have like mini boss fights happening in the middle
Literally.
of why am I
in the middle of combat?
On what this game? Yeah.
And we're shooting around, but there is some cool skins. Like our whole friend group, myself, my husband Hunter, our friend Cody, and Josh all got Fortnite Power Ranger skins, so that's always fun. It's always fun to have like your matching things. So jump back into that, did a couple rounds, and then we'll talk later, but I have some things on my backlog that we've added, and we're going to talk about what I should play off of the backlog, because I'm itching for like a linear, like I want a bigger like game to tackle now that I've put down Tears of the Kingdom. So we're going to talk about that upcoming soon. And then of course Tiny Bookshop to round us out. But let's go ahead and jump into our normal mode, our normie mode. Jerica and I miss talking about some like news things, so you can always be here for us to talk about our video game book club, but not always will we be covering news. We're going to just lightly discuss Gamescom, which is starting tomorrow. if you're listening probably today, but it's going to be Tuesday the 19th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is the opening night live. Of course, it is a multi-day event, but in lieu of this event, I've asked Jerica if we could discuss some things that we've added onto our backlog recently. If you're unfamiliar with this type of episode, Jerica and I have many, if you look up like JK Games podcast, Backlog of Doom, we've had like many iterations over the past, like, dare I say, I think it's been 6 years that we've been doing this, which is crazy. It's wild, but we've done it a lot. So we don't have time to go today into like the full, like peel back the layers of all of our backlog. But there's several games that can still sit on there. And we consider it like you've played the game, you've played some time in it, and you put it down and haven't picked it up. And I think we said like a week or something, maybe.
Yeah.
I forget the exact rules, but Jerica, is there anything new that you've added that, you know, you want to notate that you started with the full intention of playing, put it down, but you do see yourself going back to it?
I'm looking up all the games that have come out this year so I can like
oh
just
my gosh,
bury myself into the ground. Off the top of my head, I was like, Avowed.
Oh yes, me too. And I know our listeners love it.
Out of all the games I say, help me figure. I have to decide which one maybe deserves my love, and I need to go back to it. Before the end of this year. So one of those I will pick to say like I will get back to this game before the end of the year. Monster Hunter Wilds. Technically, me and Audrey have not finished Split Fiction, but I just think that game's too long. I think that's too much game. So I don't know if I'll get back to it.
I don't love it, Jerica, but I paid full price for it.
See, well, maybe me and you hop in there and finish it. I don't know.
Maybe so, yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the hot dog situation, though. You got to that point. Yeah,
I did. I did get to that point.
Game's hard.
It is.
Doom the Dark Ages. Ooh.
I couldn't play that. I was sad. My computer can't run it. It's time for me to upgrade. That's the only thing.
It takes some power to run it. I think my computer even struggled. Oblivion remake.
Yeah. I started that too. I did start that. Oh, shout out to Jake Twitchin with the raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
Choo choo.
You came at the perfect time. We're talking about our backlog of Doom.
Train. That's my hype train sound. When we're getting raided, what does that sound need to be?
Or what's the butter roll sound? I don't know. Like, no.
You don't like that?
Not.
Okay. Hey, welcome.
Yes. We're discussing our backlog of Doom, which is anything that we have picked up and started, but we put down, and we intend to revisit it. We're trying to get your motivation chat for what we should continue. Jerica has already said Avowed, Monster Hunter Wilds, Split Fiction, Doom the Dark Age, a lot of new releases we're talking about, because we are also about to talk about Gamescom a little bit. Oblivion, I also started, Jerica. I don't know if I have the will to go back to that as of right now, but it is on my backlog. It's not retired. Some things are, if they sit there for a long time, they can get retired off the list.
Yeah, we can just go ahead and take that out back and put it down. Little Timmy, look away. Assassin's Creed Shadows, add that to the list too.
Yeah. Yep.
South of Midnight.
That one's on my list, and I do think I would like to get back to this one. That's one that I want to consult the jury. You guys are our jury. We're on trial for all these games that we haven't finished. So give us your thoughts on, like, by the end of the year, like something you'd like to see us pick back up. Trav Man did say that they would love a Split Fiction video game book club. And I don't know. Well, maybe it's possible. We'll see. But he also said he would like if we had a maintained backlog of Doom. We might make that happen somewhere. Maybe we could have a channel for that. That could be kind of fun in our Discord. But what else, Jerica? What else you got? Anything else?
Yeah, Trav Man. The only game I played from this year has been Death Stranding 2.
That's okay.
And that's the only game you need, to be honest. Yeah. That my girlfriend has put, like, hold on. Audrey. How many hours of Death Stranding 2 have you played? Don't be ashamed. What'd you say? 170. 170 hours.
Wow. She beat it though, right? I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, she's got the platinum.
Yeah. Oh my
She
God.
outplayed me on the game, and I knew that would happen. I'm so glad I had a whole month of a head start because I finally got to say I beat a game before Audrey.
Wow. We did have some chat submission. Jabawab said, I love South of Midnight. I do want to get back to that one. Noah, not a fan.
Okay, we got to put these, like, at least can we figure out the top 3 that we want to like make the priority?
Absolutely. Anything else you want to add to the pot, Jerica?
I think that might be it for me.
Okay.
I know I've played other things, but like those were the things that like yeah, because like the whatever skateboarding game I played with the sloth that don't count.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Also, I think we had said that like technically to qualify to be on the list, it's like we had to play at least an hour, I think, which maybe you did play more of that.
Yeah, because that parameter, I see why we maybe made that, because like you want to try things out, and sometimes it's not going to sit with you. So this is something that you're like, oh yeah, I want to keep playing. I played longer than an hour and I still like it. Mm-hmm. Those are the games, and if we put it down, that's on the backlog of Doom.
Right, I agree. The Doom backlog. I love that Doom is actually on your list. That's funny.
Always.
A couple that you didn't mention that are on mine is, which Avowed is also on mine. So guys, if you want us to do that one, let us know. Split Fiction is also on mine. I don't really have a desire to revisit it, even though I do need to, because like, again, it was fun for me and Hunter, my husband, to play together. And then also South of Midnight is also on mine. So other additions from me, I started the Midnight Walk and I really liked it.
Yeah, the art style is so cool.
Yeah, it's like the little like more stop motion style.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, High Score Weekly made me remember Fantasy Life, The Girls Who Steal Time. That was on my list. Jerica, did you try that one?
I tried it, but I didn't play it for an hour.
Oh, you just like dipped your toes in. Gotcha. What did you pay full price for it? Oh.
Yeah, and I knew, like, based on what I saw, like, I knew it was gonna be worth it. And I thought I wanted something that I really wanted to. I didn't know Donkey Kong was gonna hit as hard as it did for me. Mm-hmm. And I needed I just didn't like Mario. I didn't love Mario Kart. People might hate me for it, but I was like, I need something else to play on my Switch too. That's not Mario Kart. And so I picked that up and like started playing. But then Death Stranding happened. So I played that, and then Donkey Kong happened. So I haven't gotten back to it.
Yeah. Did you finish Donkey Kong? I can't remember if we followed up on this.
I guess that needs to be technically on the list, no. But not because I don't want to. That would be the priority if we weren't playing Tears of the Kingdom and Destiny 2 right now for me.
That's true, yeah. I did. Yeah. I did. I don't think that Donkey Kong can be on mine, and maybe it can't be on yours. Because have you played it in the last like week? Because I feel like you have probably.
But I put so many hours into it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I tried to beat it before they did their. We did the drop in drop out spoiler episode.
Yeah, spoiler cast.
But I just couldn't make it. I threw in the towel.
Well, we also we picked a big hunk of game for our first.
I was like,
video
hey,
game book club.
Let's really challenge ourselves and dive into one of the biggest, most open, do what you want games ever made.
That's so
and
funny.
Do that first for our video game book club to figure out how this will work.
Yeah. Yep. And then that's really it. I also have on my list Lost in Random, The Eternal Die. I tried that one out.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked it a lot, actually. Cognitive Clips, no longer in the chat, but did a video essay that was really good on Lost in Random, Eternal Die. So guys, as far as what we have in common, we have Avowed, which Noah in the chat did say that Avowed is definitely #1 backlog clear for anyone that has finished and enjoyed Expedition 33. Interesting. Makes me tempted.
I hear nothing but great things about it.
Yeah.
And it's got a charm to it.
It does.
That you can't deny that if you like Skyrim, like obviously you're going to love this. And this is what you played before Skyrim. I love Skyrim. Haven't played Oblivion, you aren't doing yourself service. You need to play Oblivion, which I actually have played it. This has been when it was originally out, and of course didn't beat it. I didn't beat Skyrim, but it's fun. Like I don't think it. I think we might need to have a subcategory of game that just is so massive. It might live on the backlog of Doom, but it shouldn't penalize us.
Yeah, I agree. So on the list right now for the two of us, we have Avowed, we have Split Fiction, we have South of Midnight. I think those are the three. Am I missing anything? Anything else big? I don't think so. I'm gonna run a poll. We're gonna do a poll for 2 minutes. Let's do a poll for 3 minutes, and we're gonna talk Gamescom while the poll is running. So guys, hold on, let's see.
It's going to be real hard to pick between Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Expedition 33. Fuck. All three of those games, just like, they left my rolls so soggy. I don't know if I can I don't think I can use rolls in my scale of how great that game is anymore, because I'm just out of rolls. Like, they're all wet. What a lineup of games.
High Score Weekly said my vote is for Donkey Kong Bonanza. The reason I didn't put that on the poll is because, like, we're both going to finish that game. Like, we know that we were both going to finish it. This is more like games we kind of not forgot about, but that like kind of got pushed to the side.
That will continue to get forgot about unless we make this happen.
Yes.
Unless we say and make promises to all of our listeners and viewers that me and Kayla are going to get back to this game before the end of the year.
Yes, exactly. And not saying that we'll finish the game before the end of the year, but it's on the list. Nonetheless.
Hey, it's the one that we're going to pick to say, hey, you deserve more. This game deserves more of our time.
Oh, okay. Jabberwob said South of Midnight is short and sweet. Coalmine said, sorry, I was playing Tiny Bookshop. Wow. Coalmine.
How dare you?
Well, South of Midnight was super disappointing. That's right. I remember you saying that you didn't love that one. Well, tell us what we should play. Vote in the poll. Jerica, while we wait on the poll to end, is there anything blowing your skirt up? Is there anything blowing in the wind that you are excited to potentially see at Gamescom? Is there anything like you hope to and dream for? Is there anything, because they've shared a lot of what they're going to bring to Gamescom? Yeah. Is there anything that you've heard that you are excited about? I know Nintendo's coming back, which is kind of cool.
Anything for you? I don't really, like, for the first time, like, I think I'm ready for just more PlayStation news always, because that's what I am, but it won't be here. Like, that's going to be a Game Awards thing, some bigger event or next summer. But like, I'm trying to really think, like, what could show up here that we haven't seen yet? I know Jeff really does a good job of like getting ahead of the excitement. Like, he's not being, I can't put my finger on it, but him sort of like sharing in detail, like, hey, these are the games that are going to be touched on, is like setting very clear expectations. So I don't think we need to, there's got to be a 50 million world premieres and things that are secret that it will be announced here. I don't think
for the first time ever.
But I do think like we could potentially see a game like, and I could be wrong. I haven't done a lot of research on this, but like,
we're just chilling.
Want to know where, God, the game just left me. The Wolf Among Us 2 is like, where's that at? Could that show up here? That would be something like that. Just came to my mind. I was like, what could be something we're still like in the unknown about? But I'm Googling real quick to see if that's been in development hell or not.
Yeah, because like for let me make sure we didn't miss it. Did we miss the end of the result? Oh yeah, we did. Avowed won, Jerica. Avowed won. Okay. Yes, 60% Avowed, with 3 votes. 40% South of Midnight with 2 votes, and 0% Split Fiction votes. So you guys just helped us decide. Thank you so much. Trav Man said they want to see Hollow Knight, which is a meme, but maybe.
Well, I saw a picture on the Twitchers that, unless it might be a fake image going around, but like it seems like it might be playable there, but it could be just like a joke at this point. It would be hilarious. Like, it looked like there was a booth, but you can't tell with AI anymore. Is it real? Is it not? But it seems like it might be there. I found an article because I was like, Wolf Among Us 2, that's what I want to play. I want to play it.
Yeah.
I've never played the first one, so I'm like holding off because as soon as this is announced, I know they're gonna like have like a bundle or like a remaster remake of the first one.
That would be a good video game book club.
Yeah. I just
haven't
always
played it
heard good things.
Yeah.
This article, Wolf Among Us 2, this is a GameSpot, David Walensky, butchering your last name. Apparently, Wolf Among Us 2 is still coming despite recent rumors, and this was October 23rd of last year. So basically, it's still active, addressing recent speculation about its potential cancellation. But on Monday, a whistleblower had claimed on Reddit that the project was at risk of being shelved due to financial difficulties. While that post has been deleted, Telltale has directly responded to rumors. As a rule, we don't comment on rumors, blah, 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 but development on the game is continuing. We're excited to hear more about the game soon, whatever.
Nice.
Basically, hey, that could show up.
I mean, who's to say? I'm interested because I think Patrick Pishwishi has told us that it's really fun and that we should play it. A couple things that I've seen that I'm excited. I don't really necessarily have any predictions of like things that aren't already like discussed necessarily.
I'm looking to see what else the internet thinks might show up here. I'm curious.
I am very excited to see the musical performance from the Clair Obscur orchestra, I guess is what you would say. I think that'll be fun to watch live. Jeff Keighley did confirm that we'll see Fallout Season 2 news, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And great show. Very excited to see.
I like that show way more than I thought I would.
Yeah. And then other things we're seeing tomorrow during the opening night live is, guys, I know y'all are gonna make fun of me for this. It's okay. You can make fun of me. The Black Ops 7 is getting more shown. The reason I say people are gonna make fun of me is because when they were showing where was it that they showed the first initial I forget. They showed the first initial something. Everybody was so excited until it said Black Ops, but I was still excited and I was the weirdo. But I'm interested. Okay. Jabberwobs in the chat says that they are more confident than ever that Hollow Knight will show up tomorrow. And I asked for their facts. And they said Jeff Keighley posted a reference to a post from a year ago regarding Silksong.
Could that be Keighley's like one big thing for this? It has to be.
Definitely could be. Turns out so this is other things that are confirmed coming tomorrow. I'm really excited to see Resident Evil 9, more from that.
Ooh, give it to me. And Silent Hill F, which comes out like a couple of months or maybe a month. I forgot. If I'm not looking at the game calendar, I don't know when things come out. I just know it's soon.
It's okay.
But I am really down for some Japanese horror. Give it to me.
Yes. Do we have a date for Requiem?
It's like early next year. Hold on.
Date. February 27th. Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very excited.
Oh, that's gonna be so good. I love a good February release date for a game I'm really hyped about because like I know nothing else gonna be like super crowded.
Yeah. That's a good date. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed. I hope not.
I can't wait to start seeing release dates for next year, though. Like, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, just to see where Grand Theft Auto lands, you know?
That's a really
we have to do that game again. When will Grand Theft Auto come out?
Yes, we do. And Silent Hill F is coming out September 25th, Jerica. So soon.
Okay, got a month-ish.
Can I play this without having played any other ones?
What, Silent Hill F?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I can? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like a brand new story.
High School Weekly said, why does Jeff run every event now? Good question.
He's so good at it. Who else is that good at doing that? Like, for real. Like, he's got at this point, like, I feel like he's just he's made the game award. So why wouldn't you have the guy that's made the thing do other stuff? People already see his face and think game announcement. There's no one else that has that. I don't know. It is a strange phenomenon that's happened with Jeff Keighley because like, you would think there'd be other people like having their own events and stuff, but like I think they just hire him to do it because his face brings the views. Like you see his face, you're like, Hollow Knight, Elden Ring.
That's a good point,
Jeff.
Like the marketing strategy. I think you kind of have to.
I would want his face announcing my game too. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Trapman Man said, I think GTA will be late spring, early summer. I do agree.
Yeah.
I think we said that maybe last time. I don't know. He's been an empire of shows. Absolutely. Any last thoughts? I think Little Nightmares 3 would be really cool to see a little bit more of. I know that that's coming soon, so I don't know if we have to see anything else,
Yeah, I
but
forgot.
but I know that it would be really cool. Like I wouldn't mind
October
seeing a
10th.
little. Okay, yeah. And then Nintendo is, I don't know, is Nintendo having their own thing within Gamescom, or is it like combined within the opening night live? I don't know exactly, but I do know that they are going to be there. So, and we are getting more confirmed. We're getting more on Keeper, which is really cool. That's the Double Fine.
Yep, Double Fine's new game.
Yeah.
Which I feel like comes out soon too.
It comes out, let's see, Keeper release date. I think it's
Next
like
time we do this, I gotta have the calendar up. Which we're all
November 14th.
Okay.
Coming up soon. I mean, the internet's at our fingertips. So, I mean, oh, Sierra Shard reminded us that 45 minutes of Kirby Air Riders is what we're getting.
I'm so down for it. Like,
yeah. I've never played.
I love that it's that much time dedicated to this. Like, let him talk about it. I'm ready. Let Kirby have the airtime.
Let him ride, people.
With
Let
what's
him
his
ride.
face. I'm really bad at pronouncing his name, but Smash Brothers guy. I think this has been his passion project, so I am so thankful that he's been able to work on something that doesn't cause him as much stress. And it seems like this was that project for him. Well, and if he wants to talk about it for that long, let him do it.
Sakurai?
Yeah. I need, what do you call when you see the words and it's like, this is how you pronounce it. I need that for his name because I feel like I'm just, when I hear Chest of Drawers, I was just called him Chester Drawers my whole life. Like when I hear his name, I'm like, I feel like I'm saying Zachariah, and I don't know if that's right.
Well,
anyways,
I think this is a good time to segue into our Tiny Bookshop first impressions, Jerica. We haven't talked about it yet. Jerica and I have our expert mode 1 hour in, expert mode. This is a loosey-goosey episode, we already said, But Jerica and I have withheld our first impression. Well, more so Jerica has withheld. I was pretty open in the Discord about how I feel about this game. So, and I mean, it's honestly like I actually had a moment, and I talked about this with High Score Weekly. Did I make this game? Did I secretly make this?
I love that you are saying these words right now because I really want you to blow up my skirt again because you picked this game.
It was you, Jerica. You picked this game.
Do I like books? Did I pick it because of you? No, I still did.
No.
I just I don't know. I just sometimes I could just look at a game and think, I think that's going to be good. I could see the idea here and it might be really fucking good at pop off and be like the perfect little indie game to bring not the, the casual gamers, like the casual gamers were out there. We like to chill once in a while. We're tired of playing Destiny, but I love that I brought this to the table and you're the reader. And it was just that was part of it too, because I was like, okay, cool. I really want Kayla's opinion on this because she reads books, obviously. But I do love the fact that I brought this.
Yeah, and it was so funny. Like I know we probably talked about this. I think last episode, but I was doubtful. I think I was self-conscious about this as a game because I am I love books so much, and I was like, is this really gonna be fun to talk about with people? But everyone you guys listening have all been super hyped about it. Noah in the chat said game is so incredibly good. It's much more than that meets the eye because I feel like one thing you can run into within a cozy indie game is, while it may be incredibly beautiful and niche to the people who love that type of thing, it can
You're only doing one or two things.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. It can be oh, I'm just doing no offense, but that the apartment decorating game that you played.
I'm so glad. I didn't want to be. Thank you. I mean, it was fun. It was cool, but I'm like, why am I? It was my tiny cozy apartment. I got a code for it and I started playing it.
Very kind of them. Yes.
Very nice. My only takeaway was just let me decorate the room, because I had to create a list for myself and I had to remind myself about my real life of to-dos and how I can't actually poop to make $500. And it made me mad. And I kept having to add that to the list. If that doesn't make sense, just go watch the stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your point, that's the only thing you do in the game. Why are I don't just let me decorate the room. They're adding stuff that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't add to the flow.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that and like that we brought that up, because and that's no offense. Like if that's something that's your vibe and you want to just like vibe out and listen to the music, that's totally fine. But one thing I think that's important about the balance of the cozy game, right, is that it has the vibes, it has the atmosphere, it has the like, it's not stressful, but it has like a little bit of urgency in it in a way that like makes sense for the game. Like for those who maybe are listening, you have no idea what we're talking about. Tiny Bookshop, I know Trav Man says they know very little about it. Essentially, it is a narrative management style game where you own this little bookshop on wheels and you go to these different cities. Your goal is to sell books and make money. And that's kind of like how the marketing has been. But one thing that, you know, as you start to play this game and uncover, like there is a story, like there is something happening. There's multiple characters that you interact with, and you kind of have like your main people that you're talking to in these different areas of the world. And I will try to keep this pretty like high level and not really spoilery, which I looked it up, and this game can run like 25 to 35 hours, Jerica. And I think I understand how. Like I'm still in summer. This game works based on seasons. And I'm still in the summer. I've put about 4.5 hours. Jerica, how many hours do you think you've put in? 4? Oh, okay. We're like the same kind of like time frame.
I forgot to have like B-roll playing so like y'all can see the game. Okay. So I'm pulling it up now. So just bear with me.
That's okay. I'll read Noah underscore C's his comment in the Twitch. I had a really cool moment where I scanned the shelves for a recommendation earlier in the game, earlier in game day, and then later someone asked for a suggestion, and I had thought, oh, I just have this thing right here. Knew right where to go on my shelf and get the perfect book for them, and that was really cool. Yeah, so that's another thing too. So like this game, you know, you open up, you very quickly you learn. And I'll give you a little bit of history. I've played games before where books are in them. Normally it's kind of like a little bit of a cop out, and they have like fake books. All of these books yes. Yeah. Like a lot of games that I've played with books have like not real books. Like they're like fake books. I
feel like I couldn't do that. Like it feels violating. It feels like I don't know. That doesn't feel right.
Well, to be clear, this is the first game I've played that has like this in depth of like a recommendation system to it. Most of the books, like I'm trying to think now, I'm like blanking about like, and next, okay, wait. Task for me for next week. Future me, remember this. I want to come to you guys with other games I've played that have books in them and like compare like this game to those games. With like actual facts and like things, but I'll do that next week. Don't worry, I was not prepared this week. But this game has a very in-depth. So like you're not only are you like selling books in these different locations, but you are like crafting recommendations based on what you have in stock on your shelves. Based on like you have a color-coded genre system where you have like, and you get to choose what you stock your shelves with. So you have to decide every day. It's like a turn-based like day system. What you're putting on your shelves for where you're going and how many of each like genre of book you keep. So like, and based on how many of each genre you have, your chances go up of like selling that genre. And you have to make money. You can buy cute decorations. You have tasks. Like there's so much going on in this world. So much more than I could have ever thought. But Jerica, I kind of like basically just gave like a synopsis, a little teeny tiny synopsis, because there's a lot that we could discuss with this, and we will next week too. But what are your overall, like, are you enjoying this? Like, what's the loop for you? Like, what's keeping you involved? Like, what are you enjoying the most so far? First impressions.
So as someone who don't read a lot, I got hooked pretty fast because of the fact that I know, like, I didn't expect them to be like actually like real books be in this game. So maybe there is some like licensing things. Maybe that makes it difficult to have like
I don't know.
books.
This is the first time I've noticed it. This is the first time I've noticed it.
That was probably the biggest surprise. Like when I started playing, like I was like, oh shit, these are real books. You know, and I actually feel as someone that doesn't read a lot, I do recognize most of these books because I went to school, thank God. So
did you see Attack on Titan? Did you see?
They have manga? Like I was like, what? I saw Avatar, The Last Airbender. Graphic novel, and I was like, what the hell? I can recommend some of these. Okay, cool. But yeah, to your point, like the hook became, you know, you're opening this little shop, you're looking in the paper every day, trying to add to your collection so you don't sell out of books. You get new locations to go sell books. And each time you go to this location, you're going to see what's selling, what customers you're having come back to you. If I go to the beach, I know this customer is going to show up.
Yeah.
And like, I want to make sure, because at some point they're in your shop and they're like, hey, I have a question. Can you make a recommendation?
Yeah.
Which at first I was sucking so bad.
Me too. And I was mad at myself because I pride myself on my recommendations. Like, also, sorry, Nora, if you
feel
don't.
better that you are too.
Yes. I have a book socials account. You can find me Palettes and Pages on all platforms, where I love giving recommendations. That's like my favorite thing to do, is to give people specific recommendations. So, Jerica, I also was struggling some because what you may notice is sometimes you got to read between the lines. You know,
you do. There's some nuance to their requests.
Yeah.
There's some tricks to them and what they're saying. You can't just scan this and be like, oh, they read, because it'll have like a suggested book, right? That you can, might help you make a recommendation, but that's not the answer. Sometimes I would recommend not even looking at it.
Yeah. And because like what Jerica's saying too is like they'll, as they're walking around in your shop, not every single person does this, but it will pop up and say like they need help finding something. When you click in, and you'll see it in the channel here. And they will like give you like, hey, I'm looking for a book that's, you know, not too serious. Typically I like nonfiction, and I would love if there was animals in it. And that's like their thing. And sometimes at the bottom it'll say, I really loved X book before. And you can hover over that book that they said that they liked at some point. And it will give you a descriptor of that book that they used to like, or that they've previously read. But yeah, Jerica, like Jerica was saying, sometimes you don't necessarily, like, you have to be a little bit more nuanced. And it's like, sometimes, I don't know, Jerica, if you've noticed this, but like sometimes they'll be like talking to their kid and be like, hey, watch out. Like,
yeah, I'm like, whoa, this is really realistic. What's happening here?
But then I clock it though. I'm like, oh, you have a kid. Do you want a kid's book? Let me see, you know?
Customer service.
Yeah. So is that, Jerica, is that the part that, like, I know you said you struggled with that at first. Is that what's keeping you like looped? Like, what is it about the game that you are like enjoying? And in any critiques, of course, that you have?
I think it speaks to like, I know I don't read as much as you. I need to read more. Okay. I know. But I'll say, like, I was intimidated going in because I'm like, will I be able to do this? But I got better.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we'll sort of dive into this like when we go deeper into our playthrough next week. But there's things I've picked up on that's helping me, a non-reader, learn more about books. And actually it's gamified. Like, obviously we're playing a game, but the fact that you own this tiny bookshop, there is a game inside the game. And then the game is bigger than I thought it was in terms of how deep this can go. There seems to be customization. You seem just like Destiny. You can acquire this gear and it changes some perks up for you. You know, you got a little thing hanging outside your window that might cause people to want to read more crime. Just, there's a lot of combinations of things and strategy that I'm starting to see like, oh, you do need to have a little bit of strategy here. And it's not too overly complicated, but it's scratching my itch real good. Like I had an itch on my back and I didn't realize it was a book game, and it scratched it real good, or it's currently scratching it.
I think this is a good one too to see our different perspectives on as someone who is a reader and someone that's not. Because like I did have similar struggles as you. I was like, oh, like because there's a science to it in a way. Like you have to be like thinking about it, and then you run out. So like if Klaus is asking you for a nonfiction book and you don't have a nonfiction book, like, and you can tell them, you can say like, oh, I don't have this. And if you do have it and you find them a good recommendation, then you get like perks. They get inspired and start to sell more. But yeah, there's a lot to it for sure. High School Weekly had a good point earlier where he said, have you noticed any of them trying to romance you? Have you noticed any vibes?
No, or is someone trying to stay after dark when I close up shop and
Do you
wants
know
to
you
hang
can
out
still
in my
poke
tiny book
around?
shop? I got another shop in my other caravan. Come on in.
He said specifically the NPC, the flower seller, and the newspaper editor trying to raise up High School Weekly.
No, but I just know about the lady that you first meet, and she's just all up in your business. That's very realistic. Tilda, whatever her name is, real nosy.
Tilda, yeah.
Just really getting in my business and wanting to insert herself. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to go back to that location because I know she's there and she's going to be like, oh, hi, Jerica. Do you have this book?
Which I think like next
week
you
pick up my movie, my things from my other house? I'm like, what kind of game is this now? Now I'm taking people's junk and moving it with my bookstore. Anyway, sorry, Kayla, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. Seriously, that's a good point. And like one other thing and I think that we're setting ourselves up because remember next week, guys, we're going to have the game finished and we're going to discuss like everything. But I do think that there's a story happening here. It appears. And like specifically with like, have you interacted with the typewriter at all?
No.
Jerica, you got to put the typewriter out in the shop and then you got to use it because the typewriter is interactive. And this is something that you might completely miss. Like I'm getting my wheels are turning kind of like the Tears of the Kingdom episode because when you set out the typewriter, you get some more info about our main character, your self-insert here.
God. This better not have like a dark demise, like some kind of, is this person a murderer and they're on the run? Wouldn't that be wild?
I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yes.
What the hell? Oh, this would be great. I would love a moment because I played Doki Doki Literature Club. Not that it needs to get that drastic, but like, just like you think this is a cute little bookshop game, but it's actually something dark.
I mean,
there's bodies also in the trunk.
Oh my God, how crazy would that be? So next week we'll talk about the store, the little bits and pieces of story we're getting, maybe a little bit more about the characters because there are some main characters. I really like the different things like the journal and the newspaper. Like there's different interactive things. And you have like quests that you have to complete in each area as they unlock, and you get kind of like these little stamps that are really cute. So we can talk more about that.
I'm taking this off now. I don't want to know about the typewriter. I didn't mean to play our intro.
No, it's
taking that off.
Yeah, typewriter, very important. Very interesting that it kind of doesn't force you eventually. Maybe it does.
Whoa.
But Noah said the combinatorial parts of the game are fun, but I think they're a little nuanced for the relative simplicity of the rest of the game. They stand out as just a little more fiddly and granular than I was expecting. I could see that critique for sure. I do think that High School Weekly also mentioned earlier that he's playing on Switch. Jerica, are you playing on Switch or Steam?
I wish I would. I don't think I realized it was on Switch, but I knew it, but I just totally forgot. So now I'm playing on the PC because I wish I would have got on Switch because I've been a great thing to play on the couch. Now I got to play the stupid desk.
Yeah, I agree. But Josh did say that he's been having issues with Switch controls.
Okay.
So that's something to note.
I haven't had any technical issues on the PC. It's running smooth as butter.
Yeah, me too. And then Coleman said that I had someone buy 15 drama books from me because I gave them a good rec and they didn't stop. Wow.
Shut up.
Yeah, so that's really
more. I wonder if customers, I'm eager to see like what some wacky things people do when you make recommendations now. Like it seems like this game can get a little buck wild, which I'm so glad
Yeah.
it might get that way. This is exciting.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm excited to hear what we come back with next week after we finish the game. Next week will be a little bit more traditional book club format. We'll kind of separate and have more of the discussion be about this. But Jerica and I were, we were missing just like chatting about random shit. And so tonight we wanted to like revisit some of our previous conversations that we've had before book club. And you might see some of this sprinkled throughout our content. I will also be out of office for 2 weeks in September. So Jerica is going to have some surprise guests after Tiny Bookshop.
Maybe surprise. Don't leave that. Don't say surprise because people might get real excited. And then it might just be cognitive clips, That's a joke.
Surprise. It's not Greg Miller, so sorry everyone.
No, yeah, so you don't build it up. I mean, Cog's cool and all, but like, yeah, it's not anyone like that. It's not. It's friends that I have. It's really any close friend that I have that likes a game, and are they available?
Yeah, for sure. And Blaster Goblin said, "Is it Larry the Cable Guy?" Also, welcome Blaster Goblin. I forgot you came in towards the tail end here. Clip that chat. Oh my god, please don't. Please don't. It's not real. But yes, that's gonna be the show. And next week we're gonna make sure you guys are in the Discord, like we mentioned. We will have the game finished, hopefully. All things intended.
And I'll have Tears of the Kingdom done too.
Ooh.
So stream in that game. Maybe I do that Saturday night. Sorry.
I would love to see it. Sorry, Jerica.
I was talking Saturday night.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Yeah, put that on the old calendar. And you guys helped us pick our game that we're taking off our backlog. Turbo Man said, did those Tears of the Kingdom streams happen? I think you missed the first half of the episode where Jerica did say she did not do that yet because she stayed up till 3 a.m. playing Destiny Raid. Yeah,
Destiny made me push it. So I'm going to go back and make sure that I do all the things that have the perfect ending and get all the story.
Yeah.
The whole encompassing story for Tears of the Kingdom complete. I'm going to do that Saturday night. I'm going to say it.
So don't worry, you didn't miss much these days. So, but Jerica, thank you for the wonderful book discussion and for indulging my mini hobbies, and turned out to be a really great game. So I can't wait to finish it up.
I have a few books.
Yeah. You got that one I got you, the Mbeza one for
of course I haven't read it. What's wrong? Why is my face so bright?
Long.
Why is my camera doing that? It's so weird. I look like Ben Starr from the Game Awards that year. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I was trying to see if I had any funny books down here. So I'd be like, of course Jerica has that book. But they're all like pretty cool books. So yeah, I'm cooler than I thought.
And who knows? Like seriously, one game that I need to do is a drinking game that take a shot every time I see a book that I've read on the game. Ooh,
you're on this. That's a good, huh?
That's something.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
Not a shot. I love though. That. Maybe just a swig.
That might be a lot. Yeah, maybe like one every couple of days.
Or maybe I could do a stream playing the game and have a glass of wine and take a swig of wine every time.
There you go. A sip of wine. Because like if it was shots, you'd be on the floor.
I would.
An hour.
Yeah. So there is some that I haven't read.
Really? I'm curious to hear like if you've heard of this book and you're like what you would think about it based on the conversation you have with the customer.
Yeah.
Like what they recommend and they say they like this and they want it. Like, I don't know, like try and recommend a book to them that you don't know what it is for sure.
Yeah.
That you haven't read.
I think like honestly, the ones I have read, the description's pretty good. Like the way that they, and now I don't know, like I haven't had that moment quite yet where they're asking for something and I know like, oh, I've read this book and it definitely fits this. Like that moment, but I think that's just like happenstance. But Trevor Man said would be very fun doing a Kayla Bookshop stream. I will do it. I will between this week and next week. I will make sure I do that. I might do that. I might do that on Wednesday. We'll see.
That makes sense. Or if you want the Saturday slot, you can tell me if you want the Saturday slot.
I think Wednesday would probably be better. So you guys keep your eyes
Okay.
peeled for it. We're doing it. You're here as we're planning this. You know, just you're gonna be surprised. The notification will pop up. Don't worry.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's all for me this week, and I can't wait to finish it and talk more. Oh, what was that sound you said earlier? A raid sound? Yeah. All right.
I tried to make a siren. I don't know what that was.
That's how we leave you, everyone. Bye.
All right, y'all.
Chat.
Have a good night. Bye.
See ya.